Shannon?
Thank you, Babaji. I'm happy to relay questions to Babaji if you'd like to chat them to me. You can also chat me. I'd like to speak with Babaji and I will queue you up.
Urja, it's good to see you after many days. How are you?
Pranam Babaji. I'm fine. Thank you.
There's a question, Babaji, and Sanjay also has his hand up.
What is the question?
The question is, how is trust, which is not based in direct knowledge and experience, but only based on someone else's words or a holy book, any different than blind faith?
Look at the role of trust in your own life every day. You step on the earth trusting it will be there. It's not a blind faith, it's in your life every day. You step out of the bed and know. And because it's experience every day, you have seen it, so you trust it. Like I said earlier, he came totally vulnerable in this world. Somebody showed up with whatever you needed. There was no guarantee for that. That is trust. You go through your worst moments, and image in the mind is what will happen, or I can't imagine what will happen if that happens. And it does happen. You go through it. It may not be easy, may not be the way you expect it, but you go through it. But before that, we are not even able to see that we can go through it. So trust is not just reading some scriptures. There is a lot more that happens behind the scene that we don't see. We only begin to give credit or the value to what we see, what we hear, what we taste, what we touch. But there's a lot more.
There are a lot of questions.
Lots of questions.
Lots of questions. Yes. Should we get Sanjay?
Sure. Stephanie, it's good to see you. Where are you? Unmute yourself.
You too, Babaji Pranam. I'm at home in Providence and found myself without my child this morning. And so here I am.
It's good to see you.
You too, Babaji.
Deborah Fraze. Where are you? Okay, let's hear the other question.
There's about 4 or 5. So the next question is, how can those who have been betrayed learn how to trust better and lead better with their hearts?
You may have been betrayed by an individual, but you have never been betrayed by the Supreme Presence. You have not been betrayed by God. So why to base your life on just one individual or two individuals and make that your life? Keep your goal higher for your life and keep moving in that direction. You do your dharma. Your dharma is to keep your alignment straight and not let anybody distract you from that. Yes, you may have been betrayed by one or two human beings, but there are many who did a lot more for you. So why focus on one or two individuals? That's the way I would look at it. If somebody betrays me, okay, fine, that's their thing. My thing is something different. I just move beyond that. Don't let one or two individuals distract you from your journey. Every soul has its own journey. And if in some company you don't feel supported, take a little space, keep moving.
There's another question, Babaji. Can Baba say something about the faith that the disciple has to have towards the Guru?
What is the Guru? Guru is not a person. Guru is that which is grand. Guru is that which is greater in your own life. Your higher vision of the self is the Guru. So be devoted to that. Do not let anything come between you and your devotion to live your highest, your best. That is the devotion to the Guru in my thinking. This Guru sitting on the chair, Babaji, playing as your Guru, is just a reminder of that which is higher in your own life. It's a picture. The picture that you see behind me of my Guru, picture is not the Guru, it's just a reminder of that which is behind that. So Guru in a human is just like a picture, like a portal through which you enter in a whole different dimension. So people get caught up with just the person, but I think don't worship the kettle, drink the tea. Try to bring the teachings in your life. Don't just start worshiping the person.
Babaji, there are two questions that feel related about the voice of doubt that sounds like a large barking dog, and knowing when to trust and when it is the mind.
If the dog barks loudly, become quiet. Dog will quiet down. If you start barking at the same speed as the dog, then it will just accentuate. So when the mind is besieged with doubt, just hold your breath for a moment. Just hold your breath and slowly breathe in or breathe out. Breathe into your heart, open your heart, make it a little bigger, keep expanding. And that way, that goes away. It is said, meditate on the Divine Mother in your heart. So that's just a sutra. But through that sutra, you can find help. Whenever the doubts and fears and all those things start coming, start breathing in, hold your breath for a moment. In that space, expand your heart. Just have this feeling your heart is large. Breathe into that and you'll find help. Meditate on the Divine Mother sitting in your heart. That's what it really means, that when you begin to work with the breath, start opening your heart, the energy, the Shakti within emerges a little bit stronger and dispels that cloud of darkness. This is my experience.
Thank you, Babaji. There's one other question. When one is deepening the practice of trust in the divine, does it happen sometimes that situations arise where old relations come into question, a sort of test?
What is past is past. What is future is still about to emerge. This moment lived well is the best thing we can do. So dwelling in the past is not going to help much. Yes, if we have learned something from that, maybe we can bring it out forward. So the way I operate is I really don't think too much about the past. It's gone, and whatever I was able to do, and if not, it's gone. From now on, from this moment on, whatever I can do, this is where my focus is. So whatever happened in the past, old relations and this and that, it's gone. Whatever I was capable of doing, I did. I'm here now, and the journey forward, that's where the focus should be.
Babaji, that's the questions that are in the chat, and there are 2 hands raised.
Okay, who's the hands raised?
Sanjay and Silvano.
Yes, Sanjay.
Pranam Babaji. Babaji, is there any easy way to practice trust? Because in my experience, what happens is while I do kind of try to practice along with my meditation or the mantra jap, it's a couple of questions like when will it happen, how will it happen, kind of keeps cropping up in mind, and it's like kind of tying a rope and trying to cross the river. You still tie a rope and try to cross a river. So is there an easy way to do this, or is there a hack or a trick to kind of practice that trust?
There is an app. You see, all these things that we talk about, just take a little time, even 5-10 minutes when you are meditating or when you are doing the visualization. Do you have that fear lurking even in that visualization time? Like when you are sitting and opening your heart lotus with the breath, what are you thinking in that moment? May your mind not even have any trace of doubt, even for a short time. That's why I keep emphasizing the role of positive imaginations. So in devotion, think about that a little bit. When you are visualizing what's going on in your mind, is there any doubt?
Mhm. And another thing, Babaji, I wanted to ask you is like for someone like at my age, we have gone through a lot of experiences. We have experienced that trust and the fruits of that trust, complete 100% trust. But how do I take it with my teenager kids who are like just started seeing the life? And I don't know. Yesterday evening, I was trying to get my daughter and son in the room, and coincidentally, I was trying to talk of the same thing. But after 5 minutes of my conversation, they left the room and with some excuse that I have to do this, I have to do that. And I was like, okay, what next?
Kids' attention span is very short, so you don't sit and give them long discourse, long lectures. And one word, two word is sometimes much more than the whole volume.
Mhm.
And kids learn more through parents being a good role model. So,
Mhm.
so in passing, when they're coming with lots of fears and doubts, just even saying one or two sentences, don't worry, it will pass, it will happen. Just simple sentences like that.
Okay.
Your reassurance by touching them, it's helpful.
Thank you, Babaji.
Mhm. Marco, how are you? Haven't seen you for a while.
Very good, Babaji. Very good, Babaji.
What is happening with you and your family?
Everything is fine here, Babaji. Very busy. So, this opportunity to join your talk today. So, very nice. Beautiful. Thank you.
I just wanted to check to see if Dr. Silvano Sen still had a question. He had his hand up before.
Dr. Sen, where are you?
Can you hear me, Babaji?
I could hear you.
Thank you. This is a wonderful gathering. I'm having a very centering time, and you made me realize again that the past and the future are really the same, but it's this moment that is so important. Like I said, the chrysanthemum doesn't worry about its past or its future, it is now. And just, I want to thank you for reminding us that the now is so important, because in this world of interesting times that we're going through, I'm seeing it as a test for our spirituality more than anything else, because we are not on the physical realm. We're not on this very stable soil any longer. Maybe we never were, but we thought we were. And how do you see humanity living in the now transferred to everything around the globe?
You know, what has happened in the past, worse things happened in the past. What is happening now is happening now, and something else will happen. So each individual, we have our own dharma and we have our own journey. And that should be our priority, to look at ourselves, look at how the best I could live, how could I be a good human being. And that's one thing that we all can do. And how I see the humanity, I always have the highest vision for the humanity, that we are all evolving. Human race is evolving. That's the vision I hold. And just But most of all, I have to keep working on myself evolving. May I live tomorrow a little better than what I am able to live today. So my message is really just, we have a responsibility, social responsibility, to live our highest. And then after that, we pay attention to how others are living and what can I do to help them. That's all. Dr. Sen, it's so good to hear from you. It was nice seeing you the other day. I hope you stay in the area a little longer. That's it, Shannon.
That's it, Babaji.
Okay, everybody, it's so wonderful to see you, and really, it's what a blessing. Before we go, let's take a moment. We had a beautiful Triratri at Upasana. We are wrapping up Triratri, and then I have another satsang in our local church in Westport, and that will be interesting. And thank you all. So wherever you are, just take a moment to just close your eyes. Relax your facial muscles. Welcome that breath. Welcome that breath. As the breath comes in, beautiful lotus of your heart opens. As the breath goes out, it closes. Next breath opens the lotus. I bow to that stillness, that peace within your heart, and thank you for your presence. See you next week.
प्रणाम बाबा जी।
Pranam Babaji.
सरकार प्रणाम।